about these. Okay, I'm not even gonna quote anything, but I just want the kids, like my niece and nephew, to be able to listen to music on the radio that has a better positive message about men and women. So I think we definitely need that. You know, we need that love back. I'm appreciative of the indie, the underground movement, because there's a lot of R&B music underground, and we're just not hearing it. And, you know, thankful to a lot of online radio stations, you're able to hear that. You know, the only thing is that you won't hear it on mainstream, and that's unfortunate. You know, I'm very excited about George. You mentioned him, that he's been able to break through and being able to bring that music that we're all craving to hear, and bring it to the forefront so that, you know, now we can expect it again. So, you know, I'm very excited about that. And I feel like, you know, that I want to be able to, you know, break through as well and give people some good music again and make it about good music, quality music, good lyrics, good melodies, good production. So I'm excited about that. You know, I'm here, everybody. You know, I'm here, and that's what I want to give the world, and, you know, keep that momentum going.
Yes, and I'm glad you said that, because, you know, we take a look at the independent artist, and the fact is that, unfortunately, you really don't get the time that you should have in mainstream media. And, of course, you know, internet radio, we're able to experience that type of music. So with that being said, what would you like for your journey? Where would you like for your journey to take you? Do you think that you could have that success that you want, being an independent artist and having multiple ways to access the music outside of mainstream media? Like, you know, you have to start off with internet, and then, of course, if you're marketing heavy on social media. What are your thoughts about that?
So I definitely, you know, I used to say that, no, it'll be okay, you're singing lounges. No, I'm really not. I think that, you know, the music that I'm making, I want it to touch everybody. I want it to be international, and it has nothing to do with ego. I just feel like people need to hear things to make them feel good. And I am, again, glad that we have the internet present and it's able to take it where it potentially can go. I feel like, you know, being able to talk to you and you know, get my music on other platforms, I think it's an amazing thing. And I kind of forgot what the question was. I went off on a tangent.
No, that's quite all right. That's quite all right. We actually have some questions that are coming in from our Source Nation family, and if I don't get to those, they will definitely tweet me and Facebook me and tell me, you didn't ask my question. So let's get to that, and then, of course, I want to get to the next zone also. So the first question that we have coming in from our Facebook family, Sheena, is, who is your all-time favorite person to work with? Producer, if you have a producer, and maybe a singer.
Oh, my gosh. My all-time favorite person to work with would be Stephen D. Gibson. I've been working with him since I was 15. So it's been 15 years of him having to deal with me. He's amazing. It's amazing. He understands my vision, and it's rare to find that. So I love working with him. As far as another singer, I've never really been in the studio with another singer, so it's hard for me to name somebody. Who I would love to work with. I'd love to work with Indiari. I would love to work with Jill Scott. I would love to work with Erykah Badu, Chrisette Michelle. But I know that wasn't the question, but I had to add them in there.
Awesome. So I guess with that being said, when Sheena is not in the studio and focusing on her own project, would you say the young ladies that you just mentioned are the ones that you're listening to?
Yes. Definitely. Also love.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry?
I said I was getting ready to put you on the spot and tell me, who do you have The number one CD, either in your car or if you have a iPod, the number one single that you're listening to.
I would say, you said the single or album?
Album, whoever. Who's number one in Sheena's CD track right now?
I would say, that's so hard. I would say India right now, India Irene. Like, okay. I listen to her a lot for motivation.
Okay.
But my friend has an album coming out very soon, George Sandy. So I'm very, very excited about that. And I can't wait for the world to hear it. Amazing.
Awesome. Our second question that has come in from our sons: would you consider signing with a label, or do you prefer being an independent artist?
Oh, man, that's a difficult question. I would love to be able to somehow do both. I don't know how or how that would work. But I love the freedom of an independent label. I love, the artistic freedom. It's amazing, especially when you write your own music. I love the freedom of it, and I would love to sign to a major company because they can propel you to places that you never imagined. So if I could somehow do both, please sign me up.
Okay, and that's great, and I love the fact that you said you being an independent artist, you really do have that freedom and control, and it's like you have your own identity, not taking anything away from the major labels, but as an independent, you get to design your look, your sound, the feel. To me, I don't think it's more so marketing an image. This is the way you have to represent us. To me, I feel like you lose that sometimes when you're with the label. So the freedom and the control, I'm glad that you said that. I want to go ahead and move into your next single, and this one is hot also. One, tell us about that. What were your creative thoughts behind that particular song?
Well, I was listening to the track at work, and it just kind of came to me. The first verse kind of came to me, and then I went home to record the reference track, and I finished the song that day. It's a really important song to me because it speaks about oneness of humanity. And I think the message, especially now with what's going on in the world, there's so much going on, that I feel like the song illustrates the need for us to get back to the human side of things. The first verse it speaks about love, in a romantic sense, but then the second verse, it brings us together collectively. We are one, and it definitely speaks from my soul. So I'm very proud of the song, and I'm hoping that people are receptive to it, because the message is different from what's really going on what's going on the radio right now. It's a different type of message, and I hope that people are able to connect to it and understand the purpose of it. The purpose of it.
That. Yes, I like that. If you will, please, if you could go ahead and introduce that single to Source Nation, we'll go ahead and play that, and then we'll come back and ask a couple more questions.
Source Nation, this song is titled One, written by me and produced by Stephen D. Gibson. I hope you like it. Thank you.
I breathe you in when you lay in my arms. You're my heart and my lungs. You're the end and the start. I feel what you feel. I cry when you cry. I am bound to you. You're the light in my life. We are one. We are one.
Wow, Sheena, that was gorgeous. That was gorgeous. You know, as I am looking at the two singles, I see that we actually had another one that was submitted, and unfortunately we were unable to upload that in the studio. Dream On. Can you share with Force Nation a little bit about Dream On?
Dream On was actually Dream On's not going to be on my project, but
Okay.
It's a song about, you know, it's a motivating song about continuing to dream even in your adult state, to never lose your childlike spirit. So I was basically speaking about my desire to do music and win a Grammy and have my family with me, and how I was never let the world tell me that I cannot dream any longer.
I like that. You know, and share with us, because the music that we heard today and what you're going to put on your album, I'm sure it has to be a hard process trying to figure out what will your fans love to hear from you. So take us through that process of how do you choose what is being heard and what represents Sheena first.
Well, actually, that part isn't that difficult for me, because all of my music